Almost there. I think that's funny. And so did you. So much for that. We were trying to do our character.
Excuse me, character walk.
Hi.
Hi.
So should we introduce ourselves?
So if you'd like to, but before that, yeah, you introduce yourself and then I'm really, really little pissed off right now.
Oh, okay. Well, what's new there? I think that's like our usual. But okay, hi, I'm Anjali Kirpalani, and this is Main Character Energy. And who are you?
Just Sawala.
Yeah. Introduce
so much.
yourself.
I'm your co-host. I think you've just forgotten.
No, I said introduce yourself.
Because excited, no, seeing that hot guy outside.
Which hot guy?
The guy with the gold band. I mean, that is... Anjali, what is it? Why do these married guys keep looking, and staring?
But I think we'll talk about it. That's also what we're going to be talking about today. That's our episode.
Just that men are just wired to not be loyal. And that's really upsetting now.
I mean, okay, so our episode is on cheating, and I think that is what we really want to talk about. That, do you think men really... You think every man is wired?
Yes.
Every man is wired to yes. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And those who don't, it's a lack of opportunity. I know it's a very loaded statement. Yeah. Men watching it won't like it. I love men and you know how much I do.
No, I know you love men.
But it's a fact. I mean, cheating doesn't have to only be like doing something, right? It's also about even looking at somebody, to me, is cheating.
Okay. When you're in a committed relationship.
Yeah, of course.
But then you don't look at like men if you're so that, excuse me,
Well, standard sessions, sorry.
Okay.
We just look, but when men look, I think they just kind of look at a different way.
Oh, like it's a creepy way of staring.
Yeah, it's cringy at times. I mean, you know them.
You know what it is, right? Like if it's a good-looking guy, then a woman doesn't mind being checked out. But if it's someone who you don't consider, okay. So see, there's a lot of good.
The guy I just saw was nice looking, but then it just made me think, because we're coming for this, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, he's married, obviously, and then they just stare. It's not about staring. It's about actually what they do with their eyes when they do, right? And that's kind of.
That's the thing. There's a way of like, I think sometimes if someone's just looking at you and
admiring you,
that's different. And there's a stare which tends to be very like,
I don't know, like if I'm in a relationship, if my man would do that, I would rake his
I think you
eyeballs.
Yeah. So I mean, for personally, I think looking is okay, because I think we're all human, right? And admiring beauty is, I mean, it's fine. It's like how you check a pretty building out, or like...
I was waiting pretty buildings. When we came here, we saw like color-filled.
Well, I mean, in Mumbai, few pretty buildings. But the point is that, is that how you admire beauty? Like, I personally think it's okay. Yeah. But of course, everyone has their own standards. Yeah. And I think that's something which a couple should anyway discuss, right? What you're comfortable with. And you can, I mean, like, if your partner is not comfortable, because I know there are a lot of men who also enjoy flirting, and it can also be harmless sometimes. Right? It's just that little bit of that charisma and you kind of do it. But if it makes your partner uncomfortable, then I think, you should put a stop to it, right? If you really care about it.
Yeah.
So I think this, especially cheating, it's just a topic that has a lot of gray areas. Like, there really is, I don't know, it's not that black and white is what I think. Right?
I don't know. I mean, it is black and white for me. I mean, I feel that personally, I'm sure that we have like totally different views on this. I feel like even something like a message or WhatsApp and Instagram, whatever. And nowadays, everyone's sliding into people's DMs. The music, sliding into DMs. I like that. Even I do slide. But
yeah, of course. Yeah, I love that everything that's a problem, but then you also do all the same things.
Yeah, but like, of course, I know who I'm doing it with. I mean, I know the person or whatever. I'm just joking, but they just do that. And you're just like, a compliment is okay. Like now we are on social media, right? We are going to compliment. Oh, you're looking pretty, gorgeous. Yeah. It's fine. That's just a social media thing. Yeah, we did everybody beautiful and gorgeous and pretty. Of course, you're all looking ugly today. And if your friends are doing it, it's absolutely fine. Like, if I have a friend who's, doing that with me, I'm definitely not going to take it. Or anybody who's on Facebook and Facebook who don't know you. But then it gets really bad when it starts like, aapka number dijiye or some shit like that. And then you're like so irritated, you just want to block them. Like, why the hell would I give you a number? Like, no, look at you firstly. And secondly, on what basis do you think? But that's also cheating, because most of them are married or in relationships or whatever. And to me, that's just like a red flag.
Yeah. So yeah, but you know what? I just think in general, it's kind of sad that I feel like in India these days, cheating is just everywhere, right? Like, I'm sure you've also realized that people are you'll see lots of married people who are very kind of okay about cheating on their spouses, like it's no big deal. And, because I'm part of a lot of these like mom groups and stuff, and I end up reading a lot. Either the women will say, oh, the men are cheating on us. I've been married for so many years and my husband's cheating.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, I am, I have a very nice husband, but I'm attracted to a colleague at work. And what should I do? Like, it's become very, very common.
Yeah.
And which I was reading something really interesting. So, the website, Ashley Madison, right?
Yeah.
Which is like,
It's a website formality.
it's literally to cheat, right?
Yeah.
So they did this survey. I don't know if you read about it a month or two back.
Okay.
See if you can guess. And they did a survey about which cities in India have the most number of extramarital affairs, right?
Yeah.
So the cities with the highest number. So I want you to guess. Tell me which city do you think is number one?
Yeah. I kind of remembered this. Okay. I've read it.
Okay.
Because it's something that it was there. It's all over the place. I think it said Kerala.
No, but
Bangalore?
No, Bangalore is on the list. I'll tell you where Bangalore is.
There's Gurgaon. I know that. And Gurgaon was notorious then.
Gurgaon is number 3.
That's why you used to stay there. No?
I used to live in Gurgaon, and actually, funny story.
Yeah.
I remember someone telling me that in one of the societies near where we live, that it was pretty well known to be like these couples used to swing there, and it was like these swinger parties used to happen.
Right.
So Gurgaon, I was not surprised to see it on the list, but it's number 3.
Yes. Okay.
So and Bangalore is actually
Sure, it was down south. There's one place where they have
yes, you have close. So okay, Bangalore is number 9, and and Delhi actually and surrounding areas. There's about different parts of Delhi are on this list, right?
Yeah.
So Southwest Delhi is 5. Then there's
Noida is also.
Noida is there. Dehradun is 6, which was surprising. But I think a lot of Delhi people have moved to Dehradun, which is probably why.
Okay, so they're Delhi people. Delhi.
North India is there is a lot of cheating. But
like North India.
the number one. Should I reveal it? Are you ready for the big reveal?
Mumbai for sure.
It's-
Pune also
Pune is on the list as
second or something. 8. Okay.
Okay, so Pune has 8. Now, do you want the big reveal or no? No.
What? Coimbatore?
No. Coimbatore, no. Okay, so the city with the highest number of extramarital affairs is, drum roll, Kanchipuram. Can you believe it? Like, it's known for silks and whatever. And I was actually very surprised reading this because it's the last place you would expect, right? Like,
Yeah, why? What? Is it in the food?
I have no idea. Or they got and it's known for its temples and stuff. So I don't know. Too much praying, and then people finally felt like we need some excitement in our lives.
This is really strange. And what places? And it is a small place, right?
Yeah.
So again, you can't compare, right? Because in a smaller place, if you have, let's say there are 1,000 people and 400 doing it, and then the Bombay has billions and this many, so obviously ratio may.
I mean, I don't know what kind of statistics.
Why things surprise you?
So that Mumbai is not on this in the top
list
20, which is what surprised me actually. But then maybe, so that's what I'm saying. Maybe in Mumbai, that's the other trend which is happening, where then it doesn't even classify as cheating so much when a couple decides to be in an open relationship.
But how did they find out? I want to know.
This survey?
Yeah, like, are you going to people's house like,
It's okay.
आज आप चीजें कर रहे हो आप लोग का
See, these guys rang the website, no? So they must have seen where are these people from, and that's how they.
I mean, I'm sure this is definitely legit.
Yeah.
But again, you can never say who is really doing what.
Right. I just feel like this was very surprising because it kind of shows you the India.
New India.
In terms
Absolutely.
of, I think it's probably that access to social media and internet and dating apps and of course.
It's like, again, you're talking about Mumbai or a city like that, which is so open about so many things.
Yeah.
This whole thing about when you're suppressed and you're repressed, you want to break out. When you're not, when you don't have any chains around you, you don't even want to break a chain. You're like, too. Go. Plus companies, you have friends, you have so many of your girlfriends, you have friendships that you can. Actually, you're not passing your time only with an affair.
Of course.
You have a lot of other things to do.
Correct.
You have things to go. So maybe that's why there's a difference.
That could be a valid.
But saying that, the CEO, the CEO scandal, he has access to everything. What was that? What is his excuse?
The whole Coldplay concert and everything. And I think, it got blown out of proportion also. And in a way, I mean, of course, I obviously feel very bad for that CEO's wife. And I feel like it's like a public humiliation and all of that. But having said that, I think people also people took it to another level. There were just too many memes and too much of people.
Yeah.
It seemed like people were just enjoying this guy's downfall or whatever.
Everybody's doing it and then he was just under the.
It was, I think it was, so that's
so
what became
in corporates and all.
It is.
It's like all the time. Also,
every
the
day.
CEO in even Mumbai or wherever they're not having. Like, like there's so much access.
Exactly.
On, like, you know.
Exactly.
It's
So
just that he was caught.
yeah, he got caught, and people reveled in that. And it was a bit like crazy.
But like in a concert, like who would do that?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's, it's like when we came here, we said, is there a changing room to change? And like, there are cameras. I'm like, you know what? Oh my God, there are cameras. But there are cameras.
Yeah.
That's
so true.
That was just like, it a little bit
asking for trouble. But no, the thing is, what are the odds of the camera also catching? Like it was destiny or something, right? Like a lot of people said it was karma. And like,
no, I think it was just, think it was just to get him in the news. For me, I didn't even believe it. I said, they've just done this. And
he resigned from his job and everything.
And wife also got, but wife already had, by the way, she already had papers written down before all this. So she kind of knew it was coming.
Right. So there's a lot. See, anyways, things you see on social media.
Something else happened right now also. Some other CEO, right?
Yes. This is some other CEO has been caught. And but the thing is, again, like these CEOs then getting fired, you all losing their jobs. I wonder, I don't know if it's necessary because...
I mean, what is that got to, unless, but then again, it's a co-worker and they have like this whole thing you can't,
if
a
it's
co-worker.
a co-worker,
it's a rule,
that's
right?
probably the gray area.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And basically it's like something that, I think it's a CEO thing.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just better not to date a CEO.
There was a time when everyone wanted a CEO.
I never wanted any CEO.
Oh, so what is your type? What do you want?
The one, someone who would be under my, I would say under my stick, but I'll just say under my my magnetic.
Oh, because you wanna be the powerful one in the relationship side.
I think that is
It's a power dynamics thing.
Yeah, I'm not really, but I would rather be with somebody who's my opposite, so I know that I'm in you said as in control.
Yeah, basically you just want someone who you said, yeah, that's okay, got it. But the point is, and we were talking about this, right? So the movie Metro in Dino.
I'll show you,
Right,
I
it's
saw
a
it.
fairly new movie that's been out, but that also focused so much on cheating and in general, like the couple, which is Konkona and Pankaj Tripathi, right? And they're basically bored in their marriage. It's a marriage of some 15 years. And I think that it was very reflective of what is actually happening in society. But it's also sad, right? Because I think for the person who's doing it, in that moment, they're probably just like, oh, I'm so bored. I've earned this or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you think of it from the other partner's perspective, it's just how it must be feeling in that moment. I think it's, so it's, I don't know. Cheating is just always
been... be around it because the boredom does set in any relationship, forget marriage, any relationship, friendship. And you want to, you obviously want to explore because sometimes you get married really early, like when you're 20, 22, 25, and you've never had somebody else.
Right.
You don't know what another man is. You don't know anything about him or a woman also. And you're like, what is out there? So I think it's more about curiosity. I think when you want to know really, is there someone better for me?
Yeah.
Or may not be better for me? Or is there some excitement and I can add to my life?
Yeah.
Not an add value, but an add experience, And you see so much nowadays. You see Netflix, you see things all the time. And if only, I had just waited. I have few of my friends who got married. They only know this man.
Yeah.
They only know him. And they're like, I've only been with my husband. I'm like, that's nice. Like, no, you're judging. I said, no, I'm not judging, but that's nice. That's sweet in its own way.
Yeah.
Now, I can't say, listen,
sorry, girl.
I'll start a whole life. But still, that's how you are and that's how you've been dealt with. But saying that, I do understand that part as well, where you really want to, know other things. I will never propagate that. But how else you work around it? That you watch porn.
Which I think is again okay because I know a lot of women have a problem with that, but I'm just like, what is the harm if a guy he's not doing literally not doing anything, he's watching.
Yeah.
So
but then watching can lead to a lot of other things in the head. Like my wife doesn't want to do it, my partner doesn't want to do it.
Unrealistic expectations maybe. But then a man also has to be dumb to believe that.
But women used to watch. I think they do.
I think
I don't know, but I've never needed to be into all that. But you know that women do, and they, they get. You only talk about men in this relation, but women also. I've heard calls.
Always, it's not like a male bashy thing. Of course, a lot. It's equally. That's why I said even in these mom groups and stuff, it's a lot of the times it's the women saying that I'm now attracted to someone else. What do I do?
And it's possible, right? Because you're changing with time, and your husband is busy, and you have a kid, and he's not giving you that kind of attention and somebody else gives you attention. This is the main thing. If someone gives you attention, we are as human beings, we all want our ego to be like,
of course. And everyone knows the initial part of a relationship is always exciting and everything.
You want the romance. We are looking for romance. Exactly. There is spark, like a little bit of chemistry. Like,
and when you've been married to someone for ages, obviously that bond sets and like the routine. It's basically you're dealing with the same routine, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I can understand where people get bored and where they kind of, end up feeling attracted to people and whatever. But what is what you said, like what's the solution around it? I think when you look at couples that have been married for a really long time and are very happy together, they'll tell you that it's not that it was always roses and, like there were some tough years, but it's just that they keep reminding themselves that no, like I chose this person and we'll ride through this and I'll not pick the easy way out, just to feel good, go and meet someone else. And they fight for that marriage every day, which is what I think it has to be. I think it has to be that much commitment where you're like, no, I chose this person and I'm going to make it work. But I think, again, he's probably easier said than done.
And it's like we were reading, that we are not supposed to be monogamous.
There's that. I think a lot of people have reached that conclusion that is monogamy even like, realistic to expect.
I just feel like keep it like a renewable. Like after 10 years,
you renew
and you renew your vows or something and you realize, and maybe that kind of helps, but then you bring children in the picture, then again, it becomes complicated because then you have a kid, then you can't be like, whether I want to renew with you or not, then you stick it out. But then again, that because of the kid, you stick it out, but then you want to be somewhere else. So then that's when you go out of your marriage zone or relationship zone and then cheat or whatever you call it, I think that's what happens then.
Yeah, so that's why I said, I just feel like this whole topic, there's just so many gray areas. Because when I was younger, I was very like, it's black and white, right? Like, of course, cheating is wrong. Like, completely. I still feel, I think somewhere my values tell me that, like, if you're in a relationship with someone, be committed. Like, so either don't get into a relationship, and especially marriage. Like, I feel like, all said and done, when you're just dating someone, even if someone cheats on someone, of course it's painful. You don't have integrity. You've hurt someone, all of that. But at the end of the day, it's not a marriage. But when it's a marriage, I feel like it is a big commitment, and that's why people should only do it.
If you really want to, and you're ready to stick it out. Exactly. Unless both of you feel differently, then like okay, you do your shit, I'll do my shit, but we'll be together, which again is that's
a complicated situation, which a lot of people are.
They're totally into it. I know people who want to open, but like he can do what we'll be together when we are older and whatever. We are still together, very happy. Like a lot of these Bollywood couples also, couple of them which I've heard, which I will not name, of course. That they have their own thing. They do their own thing. But they're damn happy when they're together.
Right.
In fact, they go on a shoot, and I just heard this because I have some Bollywood connect. And they will stay in a different. They stay in the same place, and they stay in different rooms. Maybe you only try.
Like this. Like the news I want to share. I have the best Bollywood gossip usually, and funny enough, so when I lived in Delhi, all my Delhi friends would be like, "Give us Bollywood gossip," and and I would happily,
I would love it. We should have like a whole segment on Bollywood gossip because I love it.
Of course,
I don't gossip about the people I know, but I think Bollywood is harmless. Everybody does it. I think we should do it. I think. But talking about Bollywood, which movie I totally loved when nobody liked it was Kabhi Alvida.
Me too. I loved it.
Of course, SRK is then with SRK is there.
And also in that movie, he really he may look at, but you end up really disliking his character. He was really annoying. He was this grumpy. He was such a. Imagine
he was living to his wife, but he was nice to his dude, and that
even there he was grumpy initially and whatever, and then But I agree with you. But I feel like that movie was ahead of its time. Because actually, if it had to release today, it was very reflective of exactly what's happening, and it did raise this very valid question of that what happens if you meet your soulmate after you're married, you meet someone like you're married and then you meet your soulmate, then what, right? Which is a situation I think many people found themselves in.
And you're my soulmate. No, I married her, but I think you're my soulmate.
I read that.
How many soulmates will I have?
But there's an interesting thing about that also, because I remember reading that for every human being, apparently, there are 7 people that are potential soulmates in your lifetime. That you can
7 people who look like you, not soulmates.
No, 7 people who look like is a different theory. There's a soulmate theory also. That is not just that there's that one only, like he's Ranja, whatever.
Made by married people only, just hope theory. I'm sure, so that they can do things.
But there are like 7 potential people that you can really connect with on that level that you would call them a soulmate, I guess.
I think Oh, I have like 3-4 more to go in the real sense.
Have you met 10? You've met 10 so far.
Yeah.
Nice.
See how I meshed.
So you're higher than the average, obviously.
Of course, I'm like always higher than average in everything, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm the overachiever. So now I want to ask you a couple of questions. Go for it. Yeah. So, what is your line in this whole thing? Like, where you cut off?
Yeah, so as I said, I think if you're in a committed relationship, like firstly think 10 times before you, especially a marriage, think 10 times before you get into one. And if you're in it, then I believe in ethics and values. And I would cheat personally.
Yeah.
And if you feel like cheating or if you feel like it's not working, then I'd rather have a one-on-one conversation with your partner.
Yeah.
So instead of actually cheating, then you end it, right? Or you tell them that, listen, I'm not in love with you anymore. And you call. So I've always believed in this honest,
Honest communication. Yeah. That's communication is so important in a relationship.
And I know there are a lot of women who actually they don't want to know. Like they're like, if you're cheating on me and my husband's cheating on me, I'd rather not know. Like ignorance is There are many people who believe ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
But I think I would rather no, I'll take that bullet to tell me. But I prefer truth to then you actually me finding out from somebody that the person was cheating on me. That's my take on it. Yeah.
So anyways, it's been a really lovely episode. I'll answer quickly what my take is.
Yes. Oh, I don't think you just want a man who's like on a leash. I'll do whatever you.
Yeah, where's in your pet shop? Let's get the leash. Yeah, that's
summarize. Yeah.
Summarize in the leash. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, lovely. This has been a really fun.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like we haven't gotten to any conclusion on it, but I think this topic doesn't need a conclusion.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I would want to see what the stats are again in a few years in India.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for watching. Yes. And follow, like, and subscribe to our channel, Main Character Energy. Watch us on Instagram, Anjali and Kainas. You'll get all the information below. And
don't cheat on your partners.
Yeah, it was a fun topic, but we don't find it fun at all.
I mean, we had obviously made light of it, but frankly, I would be like, guys, please be monogamous. Don't cheat.
Yeah.
Or don't get into it.
And if you ask, then just be honest and get out
exactly.
of it.
Don't
Stretch it.
Yeah, don't break people's hearts, man. Like, if you don't want to be in a committed thing, then just don't do it.
Yeah,
that's my day. And
so, what if SRK approaches me, then there'll be all these rules don't apply. Huh?
Yeah, the rules, I think if a celebrity...
That's another topic, celebrity. Yeah, why are you allowed to? So are you allowed? I've got like a few.
For me, it's Adam Levine, Maroon 5 lead singer.
I'm going to meet him just tomorrow.
Yeah, but he did cheat on his wife while she was pregnant and everything.
It's for you, Anjali.
So we know he's open to it. So yeah, we want
thanks for watching Energy with Kai and Anjali, and see you on
camera. Bye.